Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB Show 20. So we're going to go over our predictions for the August, we'll say classic player of the month, because what I feel like they're going to do is have the player of the month for August with all the classic cards like we've been getting for April, May, June, and July. And those will kind of be like the free 5 monthly award cards we end up getting. And then we'll get the current live series players, that player of the month. And those are the ones that are going to be in packs, where you gotta, pay stubs to get those cards. So for the classic August, these are the potential options that we have. Starting off with MLB The Show 17, we have a gold or a Polanco 85 overall. Now this is a card that I feel like they could upgrade and make him into a diamond, but he has 82 contact versus righties, 90 versus lefties, kind of low end power at 64 and 62 and 79 vision. Probably will have a round silver or gold tier defense and 63 speed, but switch hitter wouldn't be that bad of a card. And I think he has a diamond. I don't know if it's another player of the month, but I thought he had a diamond before. Then we got an 86 Luke Weaver. So he has 83 stamina, 75 hit per 9, 81 K per 9, 69 walk per 9, has a fastball changer, curveball, and cutter. I'm not really feeling this card, to be honest. I don't think this one would be that good, but I guess we got to see all the choices. We got an 87 Mitch Moreland with 80 contact versus righties, 75 versus lefties, 91 power versus righties, and 71 versus lefties. So the hitting attributes on this card would be all right. They're pretty good. I feel like they probably would boost up that power versus lefties, and then 62 vision's okay. Probably has diamond tier defense, if not gold tier defense with 41 speed. I don't know about diamond because the rest of it's pretty poor, but gold tiered is definitely a stretch and can play first in the outfield. Then we got our first diamond from 17, Dylan Bundy with 86 stamina, 80 hit per 9, 84 K per 9, 78 walk per 9 with a fastball, slider, changeup, sinker, and curveball. Now, I feel like that pitch repertoire would work, and it's not a bad looking card. The per 9s are pretty good. And as far as 17 goes, I feel like the options so far, they've been pretty weak. So for August, there's a chance we might see this card for a starting pitcher. We'll kind of review everything at the end, but Bundy might not be a bad option. We also got Corey Knebel with 27 stamina, 93 hit per 9, 97 K per 9, 58 walk per 9. So the hit per 9 and K per 9 numbers are pretty solid. And then fastball, knuckle curve, and two-seam fastball. Now, it's not a bad looking card, but we have been getting a few bullpen guys in the previous programs or in the previous player of the month programs. So I don't know if we need another one. I think in the last one we got Edwin Diaz, which was pretty nice. Like this one, in my opinion, is not going to be better than that Diaz card. So I don't know if they give us another bullpen arm. And then the last player of the month guy from August, Eugenio Suarez. I'm 100% down for getting this card. And out of all the cards we've shown so far, I think he's the favorite. Normally they do like 2, 2, and 1 and give us 5. So I think he's the favorite for August. He has 78 contact versus righties, 88 versus lefties, 74 power versus righties, 92 versus lefties, and 62 vision, which those attributes are all right, but they could very well boost him for 20. And then probably has silver tier defense, maybe gold tier if they boost that a little bit, 56 speed. But Eugenio has a pretty nice swing, and I would 100% be down having him as a player of the month option. And then the lightning guy from August 2017, Rhys Hoskins with 84 contact versus righties, 62 versus lefties, 93 power versus righties, and 99 versus lefties, 64 vision. This card probably has like bronze or silver tier defense and 57 speed. So the defense for this card would kind of be poor, but he can also play left field and first base. Got good power numbers, and I think the last player of the month with a 99 rated, so they very well could boost this Hoskins card up to a 97, 98, maybe even 99. And I think if he has like a contact boost also, this card could be pretty nasty. So he's definitely an option. We'll have to see what the other two are, because I don't know what they are right now. But Hoskins definitely looks like a pretty solid candidate. On to MLB The Show 18. First gold, Tyler White has 83 contact versus righties, 87 versus lefties, 81 power versus righties, 76 versus lefties, 66 vision. Has common tier defense, 44 fielding, 32 speed. So they could maybe turn him into a diamond. Would be pretty solid for MLB The Show 20, because I'm sure his numbers would be boosted. But let's see the other options. We got Jack Flaherty. Now, I don't even want to go over Flaherty, to be honest, because he already has a diamond. I don't think they're going to double dip with him and have another diamond, especially since this was a gold card. But the per 9s on this card are not bad, but I feel like the card he has right now, the live series, is probably the best card he will get, unless he gets a finest, I guess. So Flaherty should not be an option. We got an 87 Jose Leclerc. So he has 113 hit per 9, 108 K per 9, 48 walk per 9. And he has a fastball at 97, an 83 splitter, 88 changeup, 97 two-seam, and a 79 curveball. For some reason, I feel like in MLB The Show 20, he doesn't have a 5-pitch repertoire. Am I mistaken right there? We might have to double check that. But I'd rather have him, to be honest, than Knebel. If we're getting a bullpen arm, I feel like he has a little bit more variety in his pitches, and his per 9s are a little bit nicer, being at 108 and 113. So I guess if we do get a bullpen arm, I'd rather have Leclerc as an option. Then we got German Marquez, has a 93 stamina, 84 hit per 9, 85 K per 9, 75 walk per 9, with a 96 fastball, 83 curve, 86 slider, 94 two-seam, and an 85 changeup. So starting pitcher, we haven't really seen that many. And I guess if we get one right now, he's the best option. So we'll have to see. But 96 fastball wouldn't be bad. I think his pitch repertoire is pretty good with the fastball, slider, changeup combo right there. You can throw in that curveball. Maybe that two-seam has the sinker quirk, and that would make him a little bit more effective. But as of right now, it's not that bad of a choice. Then we got an 88 Miguel Andujar with 91 contact versus righties, 94 versus lefties, 100 power versus righties, and 58 versus lefties, 78 vision with silver tier defense, 63 fielding, and 63 speed. So I actually can see them dropping Andujar. I don't think he's going to have a diamond card throughout the year, so this is the time for him to get one. 18, he was in the running for rookie of the year, so I think this could be a very solid card, and definitely up there for me for him getting a card. You know, I think he would be a solid option. Good power numbers, pretty solid hitter. The defense, not really the best, but I still think he's a viable option. Then we got an 88 Matt Chapman with 88 contact versus righties, 85 versus lefties, 92 power versus righties, 51 versus lefties. Got diamond tiered fielding with a 94 fielding and a 74 speed. So definitely a solid card. He already has a diamond in MLB The Show 20, so I don't know if they're going to kind of double dip with him right here, because of those cards, I feel like they're kind of similar. Then again, his diamond, his live series could get downgraded, because I don't think he's off to the best start. So if they do that, maybe they drop this. But if we're getting third baseman, I know fielding wise Chapman is a better option, but I think I'd rather have Andujar, to be honest. And then the last August player of the month guy, Zack Wheeler. So I don't think he's going to get a card, because he literally just got a Tops Now card for the Phillies. So we're not even going to go over this, but he would have been a good option if he didn't just get a card for a starting pitcher. And then the Lightning guy from 2018, we have a 91 David Peralta with 106 contact versus righties, 90 versus lefties, 97 power versus righties, and 89 versus lefties, 64 vision. Got bronze tier defense and 63 speed. So an outfield option, really good power numbers, vision kind of low, I guess, good contact. So definitely a nice hitter. I think I might lean towards Hoskins though, to be honest, just because he can play first and left field. It really depends how much they actually boost these cards, because the 91 is definitely not going to be enough for a player of the month card. They got to be at least like 95 or 97 plus, I would say, for them to be a real good option for your team. Now on to 2019, we got Mark Hanna with 110 contact versus righties, 94 power versus righties, 84 versus lefties. Rest of the card just looks okay. Bronze tier defense. I feel like we got way better options so far than this card right here. We got an 85 Tom Murphy with 108 contact versus lefties, 115 power versus lefties. So those are the standout stats, or the attributes for this card, with silver tier defense and 64 speed. Once again, I feel like we've seen better options, but if we do get a catcher, actually not, because we already got a Mariners catcher. Not that that really has anything to do with anything, but I think I don't really think we need a catcher in this player of the month program. We got an 86 Nick Anderson with 94 hit per 9, 95 K per 9, and 80 walk per 9. So those per 9s aren't bad for a bullpen arm, with a 97 fastball, 84 slider, and 94 two-seam. So that pitch repertoire, only 3 pitches, never a fan of those. So I don't think I would really favor getting Nick Anderson in this one. Then we got Ryan Yarbrough, I don't even know how to say his name, to be honest, but 87 stamina, 85 hit per 9, 71 K per 9, and an 87 cutter, 79 change, 89 sinker, and a 72 sweeping curve. So I think he had a tough motion, no? I don't really remember, but cutter, sinker, always effective. Changeup's not bad. Curve is eh. His per 9s aren't really the best. And I don't even think he's the best starting pitcher we've seen so far because there's definitely been better options. But right now, August 2019, not looking the best. Then we got an 88 Jorge Soler. I feel like they gotta drop this card. I feel like they 100% gotta drop this card. He has 69 contact versus righties, 80 versus lefties, 112 power versus righties, 114 versus lefties, 47 vision with common tier defense, 69 speed. So I think this one might be the sure lock for August, especially in 19. So Soler, I would definitely invest in some Royals players. Then we got another Yankee third baseman. So I don't think we get Urshela and Andujar, but I do think we will get at least one of them. So with that, I would invest in some Yankees or third baseman, but he has 99 contact versus righties, 116 versus lefties, 79 power versus righties, and 93 versus lefties, then silver tier defense and 43 speeds. So one thing they could do, and what I kind of see them doing, is giving Urshela either a current player of the month card or a Tops Now card for August, and then Andujar getting the flashback player of the month card. So that's definitely a possibility, but I think getting a Yankee third baseman is definitely going to happen. Then we got a 90 Trevor May with 102 hit per 9, 108 K per 9, 73 walk per 9 with a 96 fastball, 84 slider, 86 change, and an 82 12-6. So Trevor May, I think he has ties with MLB The Show. Could definitely see him getting a player of the month card. I definitely think this card's better than Knebel for a bullpen arm, even that Nick Anderson. I don't know about Leclerc though, because he had some pretty good per 9s and he has more pitches too, which is always nice. But Trevor May, at the very least, I actually do think we will get a bullpen arm. Seeing all the bullpen guys that we just named, so you're definitely going to want to have some bullpen guys for exchanges and stuff like that. And then I guess the last one is another Jack Flaherty. So he actually could get a August player of the month because this one's a 91 plus. So if we do get a starting pitcher, I definitely see it being him. Has 91 hit per 9, 94 K per 9, 70 walk per 9 with a 95 fastball, 85 slider, 93 two-seam, 78 knuckle curve, and an 87 changeup. The only thing is, like I said earlier, we get 2 players from each year pretty much. And I think Soler's a lock. I don't know if they go Flaherty because the Lightning Player of the Month is a 95 Nicholas Castellanos, which I think he's probably better than Rhys Hoskins and Peralta, in my opinion. This one has 97 contact versus righties, 124 versus lefties, 104 power versus righties, 112 versus lefties, and 72 vision. Can play outfield and first and third base, so I like that utility aspect right there. And silver tier defense with 74 fielding and 61 speed. I feel like this is the best option for the Lightning round, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to give us Soler and Castellanos and Flaherty all from 2019, because that 2019 Flaherty was definitely the best option. So that's the list right there. Now, I feel like there's definitely some options, and I don't know how they're going to play this out, but if you want to invest in cards, then I definitely would invest in starting pitchers. You know, that's an easy one. Like the pitchers and bullpen arms, those are 2 that I feel like are always in these programs. So I would invest in both just in case. I think Yankees third baseman is definitely a lock. I do feel like we will get Andujar or Urshela. But like I said, I feel like Urshela can get a Tops Now for like the current August or even a current player of the month August. But either way, they're both Yankee third basemen. So I do feel like we get one of them. Soler, I feel like is a lock. So a right field Royals player. So right fielders or Royals if you're trying to invest. And then maybe Eugenio Suarez. I don't know if they're going to give us 2 third basemen though in Suarez and Andujar. But there's definitely some good choices here. You know, you guys can make up your own decisions and try to predict it yourself. But I do feel like we should be getting a starting pitcher. I don't know if it's going to be Flaherty or Marquez. I feel like those 2 are the best options. Maybe Bundy from the Orioles. But I do think we get a starting pitcher, so starting pitcher is an easy one to invest in. There was a good amount of bullpen arms, whether it's May, Knebel, Leclerc, Nick Anderson. So I do think we will end up getting one of those guys. And then a third baseman for sure. So let me know what you guys think. And let me know which Lightning guy you want, whether it's Rhys Hoskins, Castellanos, or Peralta. I think Castellanos is the best one. And then maybe Hoskins if they want to, you know, take the second tier, I guess. But Castellanos, the fact that he can play outfield and first and third, I definitely favor him. His attributes were pretty good, and I think he could be a solid pickup for a lot of teams, even though his defense might not be the best, but he's definitely the most appealing in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. That's going to do it for this one, and we'll see. I think this might drop. I don't know if it's going to drop this week or next week, but it's definitely enough time for you guys to prepare. and maybe invest in some cards. So until then, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, drop a like in the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.